Welcome to 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die. I'm your host, Andrew Hansen, and joining me this evening on the podcast, if I can find my Zencaster window, which I can't, it's completely disappeared. Anyway, joining me are Ryan and Zav. Is it Zav? Do I say Zav or Zav? Are you Zav
it's
or Zav?
whatever you want, really.
Let me take the reins here, Andrew. Sorry to take that back off you. But
I was having a great time.
Have you ever heard a song that you thought was really shit? A song that makes you wonder how did that become a hit? Sometimes you need to hear a discussion about that. Irregular podcast format. Well, that's a little bit of songs that we gotta attack. A thousand and one statement piles of crap. I'm telling you the truth, you know that we don't lie. It's a thousand and one songs that make you wanna die. Oh!
And now here's your hosts, Dan, Bevo, Mad Dog, and Gypsy.
this is 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die, the podcast where we discuss music so bad it makes you want to become a career politician. And we all know how that goes. We are doing Baby Shark by Pink Fong.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark.
And we have a very special guest on the pod tonight. Well, it's me, Bevo. Chibs has the COVID, so he's not going to be here tonight. He's lost his voice. He's gone the whole hog. Cannot talk.
I thought you might mention something about him dying from COVID.
I thought about it, but I was going to say he's rendered deaf, dumb, and blind due to severe bout of COVID. So that's what's happening to Chibs. We got Zav here. Zav's back once again.
I'm back with a gin and tonic, and I'm going to enjoy myself. So,
and we got Australian comedian, musician, and author. He is also well known for the amazing satirical comedy group The Chaser. It's Mr. Andrew Hansen. Welcome.
G'day, Bevo and Zav. How you doing? I'm so glad we finally nailed down that you are Zav and not Zave. But is Zav short for? It reminds me like of a cab Zav. Or
the funny thing is, it is short for Xavier, but
that's what I thought.
But shortened, and it just seems a lot easier to be Zav.
I mean, it sounds much more like a sci-fi name, I reckon. Zav you're like a member of a spaceship crew or something. That's an exciting. Or Zave.
I like the cab Zav.
Zav in Quadrant 14.
Yes. I'm sorry to hear about Chibs. I do hope he's going to be all right. Is he going to pull through?
I'm not sorry. He got everything. He got it coming. He had it.
Oh, it's fine. He's a fuckwit, so don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, how does he catch COVID when he just does a podcast from his house? What did he do?
The world will. You'll have to ask him. I don't know.
You know how the 5G comes through your headphones, don't you?
Oh God! Oh yes, I can feel it burrowing into me right
now.
So, Baby Shark, Andrew. What's the go here?
This is the only song I've listened to in the last 20 months because I have a 20-month-year-old.
You a new parent? Yeah, same. He's about the same. Yeah, so I can relate.
Right. So, well, you feel my pain. Now, I mean, when I first encountered Baby Shark, and I'm talking about the version by Pink Fong, right? Because there's a lot of versions of this song.
Clearly, yeah.
I was horrified as anybody was who first, when you first hear that song, it's kind of like seeing your first dead body or, something like that. It's a withering experience.
I mean, I can't say I've been there, but go on.
Oh no, it's horrible. It's something you don't get over.
It's an initial shock followed by malaise, I would say.
It really is. It really is. It's very hard to get past. But the astonishing thing is it's not the only song that Pink Fong have made. I mean, I thought that was it. I thought, okay, at least I can deal with Baby Shark. But it has spawned, if you don't know this, it has spawned dozens and dozens and dozens of sequel songs.
Yeah,
each one more irritating than the Yes, it is.
It's like a big old cash cow, isn't it? It's like a ever milking shark.
a cash shark, I guess. isn't
I'm
it?
interested to know what all these spin-offs are. Like, are they just different versions of different sea creatures, like baby axolotl?
Well, look, so
Be
you're on the
surprised,
right
man.
track
The
there,
ocean
Zev.
floor.
You're not far off. Some of them are. Some of them have introduced us to various baby sea creatures, yes. But unfortunately, most of them are just the Baby Shark song done with different instruments.
Yeah.
So
Does your
there's a-
20-month-old
Oh.
request Baby Shark like mine does?
I'm afraid so. Oh, gosh, yes. Yes, he requests it. It's all he wants. He doesn't even want food.
yep.
He just requests
Yep.
Baby Shark.
Yeah.
doesn't even want
Mine
to-
I caught him.
I can imagine your little 20-month-old at like a sushi place, and he's like, "Baby shark, please."
Not just any restaurant. Any restaurant he'll ask for the Baby Shark. Not just a sushi place. At a vegan restaurant, he would request the Baby Shark.
I caught mine. He was playing with his toys, and I was just sort of watching from the distance, and I hear him go, "Shark, doo doo doo, shark, doo doo doo," and it was the first. It's his first song ever, so that's a bit disappointing.
Yeah. It's. I mean, that's heartbreaking. You know, that's going to define his life from now on. Yeah, but you were asked about the arrangements, Evan. I was tallying some of them up, right, to see what they've done. They've done a summer arrangement of the same song. It's exactly the same song, but it sounds a bit summery. They've done a winter version. There's a cheerleader version that sounds a bit like a cheerleader song, but it's the same lyrics. It's just Baby Shark, do 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 do, Mummy Shark, do do. There's a disco. There's a rock.
Yeah.
And I hate to tell you, there's an 8-bit version
Oh, which that?
where they've used instruments from Super Mario Brothers and sung Baby Shark over the top of it. I mean, this is just crushing the legacy of Mario.
It's the cash shark, the teated shark. So usually what we do here in the podcast is we read out the lyrics and we sort of discuss them bit by bit. So I don't know how we're going to go with this. So let me read them out to you anyway. We'll go bit by bit.
Right.
So save
Good
your
luck.
applause to the end.
Yes.
This is called the chorus here for some reason. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark. So that's our chorus.
Wow. Okay. Go on, please.
Yeah. Do you have a verse that you can
Do
offer
you have
us?
anything to say about Baby Shark, or are we just going to keep?
Look, it's not. You know, it hasn't taken us.
Definitely not full grown, but
It is. It's a baby.
Still within
it's
its
clear that it's a
infancy.
baby, isn't it, Zev? I mean, there's no doubt by now that this is a baby shark and not an adult. They've made it very clear. You know, it's clarity. It's clarity in songwriting.
yep.
Tells you where you're going to go, really, doesn't it? It's unlimited potential, really.
Yeah, but no, exactly. And of course, the do.
It's just effective.
Look, we're yet to discover the meaning of the do. I guess, but that may be revealed further along.
Yeah.
We got verse 1. Mummy shark do 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 do. Mummy shark do 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 do. Mummy shark do 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 do. Mummy shark. So we've
See, that's interesting because that's actually different. Let me tell you why. There's a difference between that and the chorus, and the difference is that it's no longer a baby; it's now a mummy.
I didn't think of that, Zev. It's kind of moved on, isn't it?
A little bit, but enough.
Do you think it's the same character we're talking about? You know, perhaps this is a profound sort of movement through life kind of song.
I think there's some sort of relative. I mean, I'm not going to say relative key or pitch or anything, but actual relative. So, mummy
literally
versus
relative.
the baby of the mummy.
You feel it's two different characters. So this is a song about
The video steers us in that direction, which sometimes the video can be a little off the hidden.
A lot of husbands refer to their wives as baby, or girlfriends and boyfriends refer to their other significant other as baby. So we can't rule out them being a grown shark
who's a lover.
Yes, exactly.
It could be a love song. Yeah, although mummy, if the second chorus is mummy shark, though, that kind of maybe cuts through that.
That's some sort of weird fantasy that I'm
a bit weird.
Fortunately not into. So
yeah.
Let's carry on because we're going to find out a little bit more here in verse 2. Daddy shark do 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 do.
Oh, get
Daddy
fucked.
shark do 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 do. Daddy shark do 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 do. Daddy shark. So it's the what do you call it? Nuclear family almost of sharks so far.
Yeah.
Except we're missing 0.3 of a kid or something. What's the?
It's comforting, I feel, isn't it? I mean, we've got this core family structure in the song, and it hasn't taken us outside that. There's no problems that have been thrown up yet in the song. So maybe it's a feel good track, I suppose, so far, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah.
I wonder if in the draft,
It's almost like the
Stepdaddy
simplicity. The key is
Shark
in the simplicity of it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with simplicity in a song. I mean, clearly this is a
there's
hugely
no-
popular song, isn't it? I mean, it's massive.
There's no Galileo Figaro, but you don't need it in this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, you
Right.
don't even
Verse-
need. It doesn't require harmonies, even, does it? I mean,
Only
doesn't.
auto tune.
Uses them, but yeah. Verse 3, we've got Grandma Shark do 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 do, Grandma Shark do 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 do, Grandma Shark do 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 do, Grandma Shark.
is it
So
worth bringing
this
up?
is where things get interesting for me because there's only one grandparental unit instead of the two. So this is interesting. Is it the mother's mother? Is it the daddy's mother? What kind of shark
yes.
relationships have the? I thought sharks were pretty much like one and done.
Well, maybe we've reached the emotional peak of the song here, Bev, or certainly one of them, one of several emotional peaks, I think, which is good because there's all been troughs so far. But I think the fact
Mariana's
that
Trench
we've
of-
got this missing grandmother, you do wonder what happened to the other grandma, don't you?
Well, the thing is, a lot of people often refer to a grandmother as only one half of the grandparental relation.
Mm.
As for instance, like I only have one grandmother. My other grandma, I refer to her as something else. I don't have two grandmother figures that I call grandma. So, and the grandma is on the mother's side. So I'm going to pretend that it's the mother's side.
Maybe it's sequel bait.
And if so, is the father's parents not present in the raising of this baby?
Yeah.
And what happened
Yeah.
between him and his parents to be so absent in the occasion?
See, I think this is what my 20-month-old son is mulling over at this point in the song as well. These very
Well, I
questions.
don't doubt it at all.
Yeah, I think it's why he looks, so wide-eyed
Pensive.
while he reads
Pensive,
it, while he
yeah.
listens to this song.
If he's looking wide-eyed, he's probably a hammerhead shark.
Would you believe we are not done yet? We still have more to go. So this is verse 4.
Is the
Fuck
hammerhead
me.
shark going to make
Keep
an appearance?
Grandpa Shark do 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 do.
Oh, he's
Grandpa
there.
Shark,
All right.
Do 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 do. Grandpa
Yeah.
Shark do 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 do. Grandpa Shark. This I've just started. I've been thinking about this now. Now that you've got me thinking, why did Mummy and Daddy Shark not have more baby sharks?
Well, you've got to start somewhere, don't you, Bev? I mean,
That's
maybe
true,
maybe
yeah, I
they're
suppose.
planning. They might be planning a family. I wouldn't write them off. Or
That's
you
true.
could be treading on some fertility issues here. I mean, you've got to be sensitive about these things. Maybe
Who's to say they're not interested in the family pass wherever they go in the future? That's always 2 kids, 2 parents.
yeah.
So,
And they've got the grandparents to help out, which is it's fantastic because I don't know if there's a shark daycare in this scenario or not.
Dubby Energy has declared war on Big Energy, who probably support ISIS. If you want an energy drink with no maltodextrin, no artificial colours, and no kickbacks that fund insurrections in the Middle East, then look no further. So head on over to dubby.gg and use the promo code 1001songs, that's the number 1001, for 10% off price of purchase. And remember, kids, if it's not Dubby, it's ISIS.
طويلة من الجهاد والصبر.
there's certainly daycare for the fish in the reef, as we found out in Finding Nemo. But in terms of if we're talking
hang
about
on. Well,
we're
you might
talking
be
about
crossing
Bruce here.
universes here, Zav. I mean, that's a different world, isn't it? We're in Pink Fong world here, not Pixar.
I do apologise.
We said
I
a
will
cease
no
and
longer
desist from
speak for the entire rest of the podcast.
Look, get your universes straight, please, Zav.
It's not in the Pixar extended universe, the PEU. We have an interlude.
I thought shark and I saw a bouncing lamp. All right, forgive me.
We have an interlude. This is different from the verse and chorus. Let's go hunt. Do 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 do. Let's go hunt. Do 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 do. Let me looking at the page as if I don't know what this is. Let's go hunt. Do 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 do. Let's go hunt.
Are you telling me they're selling that as an interlude?
Yeah. Well, there's a bridge coming up. So.
Oh, come on. When you listen to this song, the melody and chords are identical for the chorus, the verse.
I have a music degree, and this is upsetting me.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
this is no interlude. This is not.
Also, there's a bit of plagiarism there with Rex Hunt fishing adventures. So I wonder if they've cited him as a reference.
Haven't ripped off Rex, have they? That's an outrage.
Yeah, come on.
No kissing here.
It's getting a bit sinister, this song, isn't it? Let's Go Hunt. I mean, it suddenly turned a corner, I feel. I mean, it's all been really happy-go-lucky family stuff.
Well, it does make me wonder who, like the narrator obviously is singing from the perspective of someone who's observing the sharks, except that they've suggested that they go hunt. So are they one of the sharks or not?
Oh, I see. Unless the narrator's changed. You know, maybe
Possibly.
we've switched to a different voice.
What's the grammatical spelling of the sentence? Is it let's go hunt or is it let's go, comma, hunt, and the name of the baby is Hunt? Let's go hunt.
I wish we had Pink Fong here to account for this.
Pink.
Well, I believe they're a Korean outfit anyway, aren't they? So, you know, this may be lost in translation, I feel.
Yes,
so.
that's true, yeah. We got a bridge coming up.
No, we don't. We've got the same music that they've labelled bridge. It's not a bridge.
It's amusing me. It's just it's for my own amusement at this point. We got run away, do 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 do, run away, do 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 do, run away, do 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 do, run away. So here, this is where
you've
really
completely lost me. You've completely lost me here. I know what you're about to say. Please say it.
Well, first they were hunting, and now they're running away.
Yeah.
So
that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is they're fish.
What?
Who's fish?
You mean they can't run?
They swim.
Zab, I think you've hit upon something here. It should be swim away, shouldn't it?
What is happening
It's
now?
It's like SpongeBob, where they live underwater, but they walk around and
They live underwater, but they have a kitchen for frying
fires.
fucking burgers on.
And a restaurant. But I mean, they were hunting and now they're running away, though. I mean, this is interesting. I see, Zev, I think there's more to this because they were on the attack and now suddenly, is it the sharks who are running away? Perhaps it's not the sharks who are running away. Perhaps it's Mick Fanning or somebody else.
Again, if he's in the water, he can't run.
Well, yeah, good
one
point.
of those sliding doors
Good point.
situations.
If he were on the ocean floor itself, he could run.
Well, we'll find out what happens next, actually, with the refrain.
Oh, you're kidding me.
This sounds like the church book that they give you when you walk in and they're like, here's all the hymns.
Yeah. Again,
There's always a refrain.
this next bit sounds the same as all the other bits. It's not
And it doesn't come back.
Ah.
We got safe at last. Do 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 do. Whoops, sorry, too many do's. Safe at last. Do 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 do. Safe at last. Do 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 do. Safe at last.
Don't butcher the poetry, please, Bevo.
As the creator originally intended.
Thanks a lot. Now we got to do it all over again, and I'm very tired.
I was going to do it in Korean, except I don't speak it. So
Get your do's correct, please.
yeah, sorry.
Safe at last. So now, who do you? We still haven't established who's running away and who needs to be safe.
I'm so confused at this point. This is why I got to listen to it again afterwards, and many other kids do too.
Here's a theory. The sharks, the narrator, the narrative point of view is changing with each verse, chorus, refrain, and coda, or whatever it is. I think it's the sharks decided to go on the hunt, and the creatures running away are sea creatures with legs, crustaceans,
Crabs,
lobsters,
Yabbies.
crayfish. Yes,
Right.
yabbies.
Okay. All right.
It could possibly be a song about yabbies. And it's the yabbies who declare themselves to be safe at last at the end of the tune.
They don't know that for now. Imagine
Well,
being a fish
for now,
or a crab.
yes.
Like, safe at last, right, like this second. That's what a crappy life. What a crappy life. Outro. It's the end. Do 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 do. It's the end. Do 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 do. It's the end. Do 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 do. It's the end. Andrew, I have a question for you, which I'm hoping you can relate to me in this. I like to sing to my son quite often.
Yes, Bevo.
And I do sing Baby Shark to him sometimes. It's exhausting to sing.
It's horrifying, isn't it? Because it really doesn't give you a rest. It doesn't give you variety because there's no variety except on paper where they claim that it's got a chorus and a verse and an outro.
I'm out of breath by the end of this when I sing.
Don't forget the refrain, please.
And the refrain. Yes. No, you're absolutely right. It's punishing. I sing it to my son while I change his nappy sometimes. Because it has a
nappy change. Do. Nappy change.
I have the Google Home and I say, hey, Google, play Baby Shark. And sometimes it doesn't play the right Pink Fong one.
Oh, does it play one of the
It's playing Pink Floyd.
That'd be nice.
Make this kid very smart and possibly depressed.
Most of it a dance remix, or I get one of the like off-brand sort of like versions.
One of the sort of Aldi versions.
Yeah.
I mean, look, they're even. Well, you know, it's hard to listen to the Ping Pong version, but I must say the alternatives are even worse. I've found. If that's possible. Yeah. I mean, I looked at the history of this song though, and I understand it's not Ping Fong's composition. It's a traditional.
We'll get into that in 1 second.
Okay. I don't want to jump ahead here. Let's stick with the outro.
I wouldn't want to jump in the water when there's fucking baby, mother, father, grandmother, and grandfather shark around.
No, I'd be running away. Do.
So we're going to take a quick break to shout out the Patreon patrons. So thanks very much to Mike, Seamus Reed, Wayne Peoples, Ryan Dunn, Ross Campbell, and Eloise Young. Thank you so much for your support. That's really, really cool. And that's all I have to say about that. So we are talking about the story of Pink Fong here. This is a bit of how it came to be. Pink Fong is a South Korean educational entertainment company. I'm assuming a very rich one at this point. The song seems to have originated from a German song called Kleiner Hai by Alamuel. So it is possibly traditional. The underlying song and characters are believed to be in the public domain, which is why we're hearing so many spin-offs.
And the characters are too. This is fantastic. Does this mean that we can write a novel about Baby Shark and we wouldn't be in trouble?
This just goes to show that you really don't need to go out of your way to find a very obscure classical piece from the mid-17th century in order to gain fame with a melody that's now public domain.
Yeah,
you can just find this old campfire piece of shit.
Here's something I've just come up with. Did you know that Winnie the Pooh is public domain now? No, you can't use the Disney appearance of Winnie the Pooh, but the character of Winnie the Pooh is public domain.
So as long as you draw him differently, you can have a Pooh adventure?
Exactly.
This is great.
You can have one anyway, really.
Yeah. Well, so we should.
Guess what? He's now blue.
How did
Winnie the Blue?
How did Disney not get across this? I mean, they've let that one slip, haven't they?
Well, I think this is the thing. Is like I said, they can use their version of Winnie the Pooh, the one the classic red shirt, no pants, loves a bit of honey.
Yes,
Tigger 2, Piglet, etc. But yeah, it means maybe we can put out our version of Winnie the Pooh. Do.
Do you think we could compete with the Disney one? Do you think people's attention would ever be?
Maybe the first verse can be Winnie the Pooh, and second verse can be not the one you're thinking of.
It's new,
especially
poo.
Not Tigger. Pooh.
Different Pooh. Yeah. Alternative Pooh.
All right, so let me keep reading.
This German song, though. Sorry, Bevo. Can you tell us about the German song? What's it about? Is that about a shark, or is it about something else?
Let me just translate these words.
Oh yes,
That's
please.
I'd love to know. So let's go. German.
It is German for little shark. So
that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
Kleiner is smaller, and Hai is hey.
So it's just
we got small hey.
Oh, so not hey, it's just hey.
Hey,
I don't know where I got the shark from, but
so anyway. Small hey.
Small hey.
Does that mean
Hey.
that they don't sing do 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 in the German version? They sing hey hey hey. Is it?
I
Is it
didn't
what
listen
happens?
to it. I probably should have.
Oh, I'd love to hear
That would have
it.
been.
I feel like it's just silent. It's just small, hey. Small,
Maybe
hey.
that's it. Maybe that's it. Doesn't
All right,
sound
so
very
the
German
Pink
to me.
Fong
That's
version
cool.
of the song was performed by then 10-year-old Korean-American singer Hope Segoin. The music video featured two child actors, one of whom is child actress Elaine Johnston, a 9-year-old New Zealander of Korean-Scottish descent. That's a lot of pedigree.
Wow.
Wow.
This is a
New Zealander
melting
of
pot of a song.
Korean-Scottish descent.
There's a lot to unpack in this, isn't there?
Yeah.
My gosh, and now they're the most famous children in the world, really, aren't they? Because they've been seen by just billions of people, haven't they, on those
That is
on those
true, yeah.
videos?
Billions,
Do you
yeah.
reckon you'd recognise them on the street, though?
I certainly. Oh, yes, they've been burned into my soul. Yes, I would.
But only if they're wearing the floaty.
Have they secured other roles off the back of this success? These children?
I don't know. That's another good question that I probably should have looked up before.
Well, maybe next time we can delve into the careers of.
I'd love to revisit this again.
Well, yeah.
Where did it all go wrong?
Well, it's the difficult second album that they're facing now, I guess, isn't it?
The
Well, just give them a
10-part
free- give them a
docuseries on
free
how
ride at
Hope
the Winnie the
went to
Pooh.
rehab at the age of 12.
Got a buck do 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 do. Okay, so Johnny Only, a children's entertainer based in upstate New York, was a DJ at a kids' camp, and the counselors would regularly perform the song with their campers. He saw how engaged and animated the campers were when Baby Shark was performed, so when he became a full-time children's entertainer, he released his own version. This version was released in 2011, 5 years before the Pink Fong version of Baby Shark became a global phenomenon. So, sucked in Johnny Only.
Oh, well, no, did Johnny Only's did his do some business though? I hope, or was it largely unnoticed?
I'm going to say largely unnoticed.
Oh,
If I just Google him real
That's
quick
rough,
here, it
isn't
says
it?
Johnny Only's fans don't always call him by name. To some, Only is known as the Baby Shark guy. So I guess,
really? Imagine being the Baby Shark guy and you're still not as famous as the actual Baby Shark that everybody knows. That would be crushing. I mean, that's just
there's
awful.
also, is there a Jerry Only? Am I thinking of from? He was in like the Misfits or something like
A
that.
Jerry? Well, I don't know. All I care about now is the Baby Shark guy who's not known for Baby Shark.
Yeah, well, he
There is a
but he's-
Jerry Lee Lewis, and he's only ever interested in the cousin shark.
Oh, yeah. Didn't they call him the Shark? Or am I thinking of someone else?
Are you allowed to say that? We are.
Ooh.
Keep go. You better
Andrew
keep-
Hansen is now
You better
offline.
keep Jerry Lee Lewis out of this. He doesn't belong near Baby Shark.
Can you believe he's still alive?
I can't believe it. I actually can't believe it.
He's old. I actually Googled
Is he
Jerry Lee
90?
Lewis.
He must be 90.
Yeah.
I Googled him, but I accidentally typed Jerry Lee Lewis.
Oh, and who was that?
It's sort of similar to Jerry Lee, but not quite. I Googled what there.
Look, he's doing a lot better than the Baby Shark guy. Let me tell you that.
Bit of controversy here. While the English version simply lists the members of the shark family, the Korean version says Mummy Shark is pretty, Daddy Shark is strong, Grandma Shark is kind, and Grandpa Shark is cool. In January 2018, the South Korean newspaper Kyungyang Shinmun published a front-page editorial condemning these lyrics as sexist. What do you think of that?
Yes. Interesting.
Well, you know, whilst they're not wrong, it sounds quite generalized. You know, Mummy Shark can be the strong one, Daddy Shark can be the pretty one. You know, you don't have to say what you've said. So I agree, but
So
I think
don't
it's a
say
little
what
how
you
you're
said.
going. If you, yeah.
Well, they've taken it. The creators took it on board, though, didn't they? Because when they released the English language version, as you said, all the offensive sexism was scrubbed out.
They just did a whole big nope, didn't they? They were
Now
like,
we've got
we're going to
that whole
keep this
gender role
so
thing.
simple.
Yeah. Like, why can't they be same-sex sharks?
Look, I'm pleased. I'm pleased that they've done. Isn't that fascinating? And wait, can you tell me what were the qualities again? Just so we can run through them.
Yeah. So mummy shark is pretty.
Yeah.
Daddy shark is strong.
Oh, see, that's
Grandma
sexist.
shark. Yeah. I mean,
What was grandma shark? Batty.
grandma shark is kind.
Kind.
She's savvy. She's very savvy.
Or savvy. Yeah.
Wrinkly. Good with money.
Grandpa Shark is cool because he just died.
Grandpa shark is
He's very cold.
Grandpa shark doesn't say much. He's a broken
Grandpa
man.
Shark is a cadaver. Grandpa Shark is a cadaver.
Well, the funny thing about if you watch the video, the kids do the actions, and Grandma Shark and Grandpa Shark, the actions are no teeth, which like you can't do much as a shark with no teeth, really.
That's
Way to assume that I don't have teeth as an old person.
Well, that could be why
Honestly.
the grandpa's dead, Zev. I mean, if you're a shark with no teeth, you're not going to be very well off, are you? You're not going to last long.
Your clock is ticking.
I can imagine his name is like Barry. And they're like, "Hey Barry, how'd you go on the hunt this morning?" He's like, mate, look, no luck,
none.
but have you guys got any mints?
Yes, milkshake.
Because I'm a little hungry.
It could be something he can slurp. Soup. He's going to be stuck with soup under the water. It's going to be very difficult for him.
What do they call it? What do you call that? Like stuff.
I can't chew, bro.
What do you call the stuff you put in the water to attract fish?
Fishing rod.
No, the meat stuff, like slushy.
Bait. You mean bait?
No, I don't mean bait. That'll do. Well, it'll come to me.
I usually put a loaf of bread
Chum
and
is the
have
word
like
I'm
a
looking
stick.
for.
Chum. Yeah,
It's chum. It's chum. Yes,
chum.
yes.
Like the
So we don't know
dog
about
food.
Gee,
the
do I
character.
feel like a chump?
I mean, I feel the problem with the unsexist English version is we don't learn anything about their personalities at all.
Yeah,
No.
At least in the original. I did discover one of the spin-off songs where we do learn a bit about their character.
Tell me.
Yeah. But I don't know if you've looked at Baby Shark's Be Yourself Day.
Oh, I didn't get that far. I'm sorry.
But, well, I don't blame you.
I lost it.
Well-
I lost it after Baby Shark Robot.
Sorry, I was sick that day.
Let me tell you what the lyrics say. Baby Shark in that song, to the same music, mind you, says, "I'm different, do. I'm special." Right. So Baby Shark in this song is special. Mummy Shark says, "I'm different, do. It's not a problem." So I feel she's very laid back. She's
Yep.
Catholic in her tastes. I think she's happy. She's eclectic because she doesn't mind difference. She's tolerant. She's progressive. She's left wing progressive. We're learning a lot about
Good on
them
her.
there. Daddy Shark says, "I'm different, do, but I can do anything." He says. What do you make of that?
Is that what makes him different?
Anything.
Anything apparently. Daddy Shark can do anything. Even
All
run.
right,
This may
walk.
explain the running away.
Yeah.
He might be able to run.
Shit,
What
what's he
does
got
Grandpa and
hiding
Grandma
under those
Shark do?
fins?
What can they do?
Yeah. Oh, well, Grandma Shark sings, "I'm quite old, do. But we've learned one thing about her, which I would have thought be bleeding obvious. But I'll never give up, she says.
Oh, good on her.
says it.
Good on her.
Yeah.
One of those people that her
And,
personality trait is that she is old. It's never much
Well,
fun.
not just her, because she's followed by Grandpa Shark Bevo, who says, and I quote, "I'm quite old."
And I'm fucked.
and I'm dead. But, no, he says, "But I'm the coolest grandpa ever," is what he declares. So they finally kept the cool grandpa. I think he's come through in
he's
this,
come-
in this
he's come
spin-off
back.
song.
That's
Yeah.
a bold claim too. But I'll take. I'll let
It's
him.
bold. It's bold. If you watch the video, that something's interesting I noticed is the grandma in the shot of the grandma when she's singing. She's singing on stage, and all these fish are listening, and they're clamping their fins over their ears and looking pained. They can't stand the sound of her
She's a very
singing.
good singer. We will do the music video in 1 second, so let's hold that thought. I've got a couple more controversies here for you. In October 2020, 2 former detention officers and a supervisor at an Oklahoma County jail were charged with counts of misdemeanor cruelty to a prisoner and conspiracy for torturing inmates by forcing them to listen to the song on a loop at loud volumes for an extended period of time. We call that parenthood.
Yeah, that's just home. That's just beard. You're right.
That's my 8 hours a day.
I did that all day today. I've been listening to the songs all day and researching for this podcast, might I add, is also required listening to this song.
Did you, because you sent that list of required listening for all the different versions, and like I said, I got maybe 3 or 4 in. I went, I think I get the gist of these.
You mean you didn't listen to the Hispanic one?
You didn't listen to excerpt 48?
I listened to Despacito, baby. Oh, it was Baby Shark-cito.
Baby Shark-cito, yeah.
And one more little fact here, just before we get onto the video. The song has been performed by anti-government protesters in Lebanon during the 2019-2020 Lebanese protests.
Fucking hell.
What to do to drive the government out of
the cultural
Parliament House,
zeitgeist of Baby Shark?
Drive them out of there and into the ocean.
Yeah. Run away.
I wonder if they changed the lyrics. Who knows? Let's talk about the production of this song. What do you guys think about the production?
Auto-tune. Next question.
There is a bit of that. Well, that's not all, though. I mean, it's got an infectious beat. I think the beat is part of half its success, isn't it?
Oh, it's undeniable. You cannot deny that it's tailor-made brainwashing.
Absolutely is, and it's very clean production. It's very, it's very It's
squeaky clean,
which is good for children's ears. There's nothing, there's no soul in there. There's no filth,
just like children
going in. And so I think they've done a neat and tidy sort of job on the production. Yes,
like I said, it's sort of like it clips along. You were saying before, Zav, there's like an intro that wastes like 20 seconds before the.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. It's about a 2 and a bit minute song, but the first 30 seconds of that is just, well, it's crap.
Hype. It's hype.
It's hype. It's hype. Yeah.
It kind of clips along to the point where it's over before you kind of start thinking about it, really. But then when like I said, when I sing it to my son, it feels like an eternity because I'm up to daddy and I've still got 20 more relatives to go.
It's a paradox of a song, isn't it? So, I mean, this is often the case in music, though. The easier it is for the listener, the more challenging it is, for the performer.
What is it? It's like it's like what's that Spinal Tap line? There's a fine line between clever and stupid.
Yeah,
this is towing that line. All right, there is a music video, and usually Chips throws to me to describe the music video, so I'm going to get Zav to hit it.
Yeah, so what I was going to say is usually Chibs would throw to Ryan and he'll have something prepared. But because Ryan is having to do all of Chibs' work tonight, I thought I would still do nothing and keep it to Ryan.
Yeah. I assumed you would do that, so I prepared something early.
Good. I'm happy with that plan too. I think that
I just need Zav to ding something so we can cut to the next.
This is the sound of a 2016 Australian 10-cent coin against my empty gin and tonic glass. So here we go. Oh, that wasn't it. That was the microphone.
Yep.
Here's the video facts from A to Z, and they're coming at you straight from Ryan B. It's a terrible song, and I know you agree. Music video summary
with Bevo.
Oh, magic.
Yep.
Okay, music video summary for Baby Shark. 2 adorable Korean children somehow managed to survive underwater with a flotation device on and no breathing apparatus, all while unfortunately successfully navigating a feeding frenzy from not 1, not 2, but 5 hungry sharks.
Let's not forget that there's a cat in it.
Yeah, that's the Fong. That's the titular Fong. Whoops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat feels like it doesn't really belong in this world to me. It survives.
And it has a snorkel on, but it never uses it.
Yeah, the logic is
just in case it goes deeper.
Yeah.
They didn't really think it through.
You know, the snorkel only really works when you're above, like slightly above the water.
Mm.
So no point having it.
Interesting, that, isn't it? I mean, the bravery of these Korean children is to be admired, though, isn't it? Just diving in like this. I mean, it does feel like it's got all the hallmarks of those successful Korean shows on Netflix, like Squid Game. You know, this is really the first. I mean, in many ways, this is the first Korean screen hit of this new wave.
That is true. That is very true.
And
usually we read out some
breathtaking
comments as well. If you got any comments are turned off, so we can't read any YouTube comments on this, unfortunately.
I wonder
Always
why.
Disappoints me a little bit when innocent things have comments turned off because it's
well,
ripe.
I could imagine that there may have been a few criticisms unleashed on this particular video. Maybe that's why.
Well, if you look at they don't tell you dislikes anymore, so. I'm going to dislike it anyway. There you go. There's a little dislike. It says feedback shared with the creator. So hopefully they take that on board that I dislike the video.
I wanted to make a point of when I was watching it, I watched it a couple of hours ago and I was like, look, never again. But I was only looking at the thumbs up, and I saw it at 34 million, and I was like, 34 million views, that's not that many. And it really only took me until when we started the episode that was 34 million thumbs up.
Yeah.
And it's 10 billion views.
Well, that's not a great ratio.
I couldn't believe it. I can't believe that's more than the population of the planet.
Yeah, you don't watch this once. You don't put this on once.
I can't even comprehend.
You'll understand one day, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's really only a few families. It's really only basically Ryan and me. We've racked up those views. Just, calming our children down.
It actually really burns me that, like, my Spotify Wrapped is full of Wiggles and Pink Fong at the moment. You get to the end of the year. So what have I listened to the most? Oh, Do the Fucking Propeller.
Yeah. It's just don't look at the Wrapped when you're a parent. Do not look.
Let's not talk about the monkey banana dance.
Is it worth buying my son a Spotify subscription just so I don't ruin my stats? That's the kind of stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look good when you
help.
Instagram.
I bought my son an iPad.
Yeah.
Usually at this section of the episode, we do a set list. So like the live version of this band and where they would play the song in the set list. Unfortunately, there's no Pink Fong live band. I think there's a market for them. If they need a few extra bucks, maybe take this thing on the road.
Absolutely. I mean, they're good enough spin-off songs to fill a very irritating 2.5-hour gig, I would say. I mean,
they could just use Katy Perry to do like some of the vocals and then do that whole left and right shark thing. Remember how that was a thing?
Yes.
Just the lady sharks. Just the man sharks.
Can you sharks hear me up the back?
Yeah, or an orchestral tour, I feel, would be a good outing for this,
Well, that was one of the variations, wasn't it? Orchestra.
Well, it is, yes. There's an extraordinary orchestral arrangement of Baby Shark where each shark points out a different instrument in the orchestra. Did you get that far, Ryan?
I didn't. I saw it and I thought that's one I'll have to come back to.
Well, let me tell you, I want you to guess. I would love you and Zev to guess which instrument the grandpa shark points out in the orchestra. Baby points out a marimba and says it's a marimba.
Oh.
Right? Mummy sings her verse and then she says it's an oboe, and there's an oboe sitting there. Then Daddy Shark says it's a flute, and there's a flute sitting there. Grandma comes in, it's a trumpet. Now, can you guess which instrument in the orchestra the grandpa points out? I'll let you go first, Ryan.
I was going to say tuba, increasing sizes.
Now, run away. No, wrong. Zav?
Timpani.
Look, I can't believe you didn't get this. He points out, and this is what I quote, it's a contrabass.
Oh.
Which, as far as I'm aware, is not an orchestra, not an instrument you would normally find in an orchestra.
It's the double bass. It's just it's a fancy way of saying
it's
the double
bass.
But you don't call it a contrabass.
Contrabass outside of Grandpa Shark, right?
Was it in the cadence of the song, though?
Look, it was in the cadence of the song. And I hate to tell you, in the video, the contrabass in question has only 2 strings. as well. So it's a very problematic moment for me.
Well, it's just limited range, really. It's not much you can do with it. It's like the Rolling Stones 5-string guitar, but for the orchestra.
So it's a contrabass divided by 2.
It's half a contrabass. Look.
Conch bass.
All right.
Zad's desperately trying to rescue the seafood motif of this whole thing.
It's always here.
It would have been better, wouldn't it, if it was a conch bass, but I'm afraid not.
A little bit of legacy.
It's a horror.
This is
And look, the orchestral arrangement is synthesized, by the way. I don't think it's a real orchestra.
This is
you mean to tell me that this is all MIDI?
Yeah. I think it might be MIDI.
Well, have a good night, guys, and take it easy.
This is the soul-crushing part of the podcast where we get to the legacy of the song and how well it did. On January 8th, 2019, Billboard charts posted a tweet announcing that Baby Shark had debuted at number 32 on the Billboard Hot 100. In November 2020, Pink Fong's version became the most viewed YouTube video of all time with over 10 billion views. In January 2022, it became the first YouTube video to reach 10 billion views.
Is that deserved? I mean, I guess in some ways, perhaps it is. But
how is that more important to the world than the Surprise Spruiker?
This is what I'm asking.
Answer that.
The Surprise Spruiker has only 9.5 billion views at the moment.
These views are never to be repeated.
And the bargains were such good value as well. I don't understand what happened.
Robbed, honestly.
I've been robbed.
Not a good deal. Plain robbed.
No, you thought maybe I just needed more Baby Sharks, coloured orange, pink, and green in this.
Keep it simple.
In my videos.
Target audiences.
It's troubling what's popular, isn't it? Do you feel that popularity ever equates with quality, or
this
does
is something
it never
I think
coincide?
about a lot. I think about this a lot. It's like, when you see like Rolling Stone put out the magazine that's like the top 500 songs of all time. Oh, it's like best 500 songs of all time. I reckon the thing is, this is getting very serious here, but I reckon they mistake the word best with most important. Because I think just because something's like popular doesn't mean it's good. But, there's got to be something about it that gives it mass appeal. I don't know.
There's got to be something, doesn't it? Because it's so hard to please people, isn't it? As an entertainer, it's almost impossible. Usually everybody just says, oh, that sucks, go away, Or you pitch a project to an entertainment boss and they say, piss off, or they don't return your email. So it's incredibly hard to entertain or amuse anybody.
This podcast is that we don't have anyone telling us to piss off because there is no one to tell us to piss off. So
that's great. This is why podcasting is so good. So this is why doing a podcast is a brilliant idea. It is. Yes, you don't have to please anybody at all, really, except each other. But so there is something to be said.
No one listens.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, it might get 10 billion views or listen.
Yeah, it's the true audience vote, isn't it? The old podcast.
Well, it's going to have Baby Shark in the algorithm, isn't it? That's going to help.
That is true. That is very true. So, welcome, kids. Thanks for listening, and don't listen.
Welcome, kids. Fuck off. And
in October 2019, a 75-minute stage musical based on the Pink Fong song and characters titled "Baby Shark Live" made its debut at Spartanburg Memorial Auditorium in Spartanburg, South Carolina. By this time, Pink Fong was also marketing a wide variety of merchandise based on their song and video, including clothing, bedding, toys, and fishing tackle.
So hang on. Are you telling me there is a musical and it debuted in South Carolina?
And it's also 75 minutes long.
Okay, so not Broadway. We're not.
They were selling merch like abalone.
I'm trying to imagine all the avenues that this 75-minute musical could go in. And I'm really hoping it's like a Les Mis style where like all the dialogue is sung a little bit. So they do that. They obviously open with the song and then it's like, what's this? My shark is a baby kind of thing. And then they just really elaborate on the family of sharks. This is where we find out.
I think you're right.
I can't believe I've been betrayed.
Daddy Shark's
yes, it probably takes us to some deep places, this musical. It would probably go into all sorts of interesting directions. Do you think it's in three acts of 24 each or whatever?
This is where we find out like Daddy Shark is not Baby Shark's biological Daddy Shark. And there's some mixed emotions. About
This is where we find out that Grandpa Shark is going to die in the climax of the movie, and we're all going to have to accept it.
That's the end of Act 2.
Yeah. Yes, it's probably
And then
really
Rebirth.
heavy musical.
Yeah.
It's probably
The
like Miss
burden of-
Saigon. Or something.
So everyone at intermission has something to talk about.
I reckon there was an intermission at 36 minutes.
But the thing, like them selling clothes and merchandise and everything like that, no one's got like this is where I think it has very limited appeal. Like, you know, when it's like Paw Patrol's a good thing because everyone's got their favorite character and every dog's different and every like, you know, you've got your ones. Like, there's no depth to Daddy Shark, Mummy Shark, Baby Shark. They're all just different colors.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you say that, and yet we've learned that Mummy Shark favours the oboe, and we've learned that Grandpa Shark is very cool. I mean, if you found enough facts, you could probably weave them into a 75-minute musical.
And a $75 bedding, linen spread.
I mean, there's a lot to that. So, do we know what happened to the musical? Did it go on the road, or did they just, you know, at the end of that, they just thought, bugger this, we're never doing that again?
Let's find out. Baby Shark Live.
Please tell us it's not touring
Here we
Australia, is it?
Oh,
It's not going to replace Hamilton.
Just seeing that, yeah.
let me
Sorry,
tell
do
you, I'll
your
give you the
thing.
quick rundown
Yeah.
here. Splash along with Baby Shark and Pink Fong as they journey into the sea to sing and dance through some of your favorite songs in Baby Shark Live. This one-of-a-kind immersive experience, that's where they fill up their stadium with water, will have fans of all ages dancing in the aisles as they join Baby Shark and friends for exciting adventures into the jungle and under the sea to explore shapes, colors, numbers, and so much more. And so far, we've got there's a Texas leg of the tour. We got LA, Illinois. It's a US tour. We got some dates. We got a lot of dates. Seems like we're booked out till about. Looks like we're booked out for the next 3 months at least here. So.
Oh, it's a big production.
There's a meet and greet too, so that's exciting.
Who do you meet? Do you meet these interesting New Zealand / Scandinavian Korean children or whatever they are? Are they starring in the show?
It's just a photo experience. Lame. $50 extra plus fees. Yuck.
Do you get a Shark Tank experience with Madame Two Swords 2 for 1 or
Feed you to the shark. There's a tank at the back.
Do you get to eat some? I mean, is it catered? Do you get to eat some flake as you sit there?
Imagine
do you
they
get to
just have
pat a dugong?
They just have a tank of sharks at the back. Like they don't look so good up close.
I just saw that there was a version done by Ellen DeGeneres and James Corden, and I officially want to kill myself.
Oh, good Lord. I bet James Corden's in the live show too, because he's in everything. There's nothing he's not in.
Yeah.
So I bet
If
you
he's
he's in
not,
Baby
he'll
Shark
get it
Live, is he?
He should have called it at Gavin and Stacey, and everything would have been fine.
He's not. I'm surprised he's not in this podcast right now. Actually, I felt there was something missing.
We did ask. I'm pretty sure we
You
asked
wouldn't
him.
have to ask. He'd just show up, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and his fucking taxi. So we like to guess the net worth of the artists that we study here. But in this case, we're going to say how much money has Pink Fong earned from Baby Shark here. Zav is going to take a guess.
Well, look.
Oh, if we're talking like every single possible merch download, I'm sure that there's a vinyl somewhere that you can buy.
For
I
the
think there
collectors.
was like a
Yeah.
there was like a record store day.
There'd be a
exclusive
7-inch 78 RPM for it. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
gramophone.
And it's only one side. The other side's just slick.
I'm sure.
Yeah, okay. Let me
an
tell you real quick
illustrated
here.
book.
So, Record Store Day 2020, there was a limited 7-inch picture disc of Baby Shark, 45
There
RPM.
is.
There you go.
Oh,
$55
I was pretty on
from Discrepancy Records if you're interested.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Okay.
That's for the hardcore audio
Well,
file.
let's go. I'm going to go more than $55 now, and I'm going to say 55 million.
Andrew, what do you reckon?
No, that's nothing. Anyway, go on. Yep, you go.
You've made your bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I guess?
Yes, please.
I mean, are you armed with the answer, Ryan, or just like
I am armed with
sort
the
of
answer.
internet,
I've got the answer in the canon.
an internet guess because they're always wrong.
Oh, it's probably an
aren't they?
internet guess, but I'm going to assume
Oh,
that's
okay.
the correct.
Well,
that's the
look,
truth.
I'm going to guess maybe they've made something like maybe $100 million from it, around about US maybe.
Baby Shark has made Pinkfong an estimated $125 million.
Wow, that was very good from you.
Ooh,
Well done.
Good
Yeah,
guess.
look, I'm very jealous of people with lots of money, so I think about it a lot. Yeah. I mean, again, does quality?
I'm not one of them.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it?
What were you going to say?
It
Does
is a lot.
quality-
It's interesting, yeah.
I want you
Do
to
you think
finish
it's
that
more
thought.
than
Does
some
quality-
like really legendary bands?
Oh,
It might
easily.
be, mightn't
We've
it?
done it. We've done a lot of these, and yeah,
Easily.
125 is a lot.
Like that. I assume that's more than some really well respected bands with full careers and lots of hits behind them.
I couldn't imagine Jeff Lynne is worth more than $100 million.
Oh no, he's probably not. And he's got a lot of hits. He's a lot of hits. One of my favourites. I adore Jeff Lynne, but he hasn't done a version of Baby Shark.
Yeah,
one of
he's
the
only
reasons
worth
I'm
100
such a
million,
fan.
So there you go. Sucked in Jeff. Next time, write something better.
Is he really?
100 mil.
What's
apparently.
Jeff worth?
100
Good on
mil.
him. Pounds or dollars?
Oh, well, in internet language, it depends.
That's like 200
It's just
million
100 million.
Australian dollars.
100 million internets.
Yeah. It was a lovely anecdote that Jeff Lynne had about his early success. Like, when he started to become successful, I heard an interview with him, and he said that he was still living with his parents.
Oh, yeah.
but he was already, he'd had a hit or something. His first hit, I think.
Wonder if he was paying board.
Yeah. Well, no, he said he was doing, gigs at night, and he said his mum came in and told him, "Get up, Jeff, you need to go to work."
These songs on the radio.
He had to explain to her, "Oh, it's okay. I don't actually need to get up because I don't need a day job anymore."
Move the fuck out. All right, there's one thing left
Think
to do
of the
here.
idea of a day job and just fuck it off.
I hope I remembered that Jeff Lynne anecdote correctly. I think I did. Look it up for me, Ryan.
That's where Jeff
at
turns
another
on the
time.
radio and goes, "Have a listen to my day job," and it's fucking confusion dun, 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 or something like that. That's the thing it was.
That would be
I
what he'd
thought I-
sing if he watched Baby Shark, I bet. Confusion. What the fuck is this song?
All right, so there's one thing left to do, and let's rate this shit.
Motherfuckers, this is it. Now it's time to rate this shit.
All right, so I don't know if you've been told, Andrew, we do this in a bit of an odd topsy-turvy way. So it's a 1 to 10 scale for rating. And if you are giving it a 1, it means you fucking love it. It means it's on your Spotify Wrapped, and not just because you're playing it for your 20-month-old. This is all you.
Yep.
If you give it a 10, that means you hate it. You want to swap places with Mick Fanning and not get out so lucky. Something like that. So
yeah.
tell me, Andrew, what would you give this out of 10, please?
Look, I'm going to give it the cruelest of all ratings, Ryan, which is a 6. Because it doesn't actually get under my skin too badly, I must admit, as an irritating thing. It's not even that important to me. I mean, and I've heard it a lot, as you know, but I certainly don't love it. But I wouldn't give it the dignity of saying that it's really upset me to the point of an 8 or a 9.
No, it's
or a
not
10.
offensive, is it?
Some people do find it. I know a lot of people think would say it's a 10. But to me, it's just a period in my life. I think raising my kids is when I'm going to hear this song. Yeah, and then I want to move on.
Did you ever watch How I Met Your Mother, the show?
Yeah.
And there's that bit where they have the tape in the car, and I've forgotten. Oh, it's 500 Miles by the Proclaimers, and it's the only tape they've got in the car for this long road trip. And they they get annoyed with it, and then it comes around, and then they get annoyed, and I think it's at that point where it's just like you listen to it so much that you can't help but love it.
Yeah.
Zav, what do you give it?
I'm just hoping it'll go away.
Yeah.
It will.
I guess it's like a fly. You've accidentally left your fly screen open and you're like, bugger, there's a fly in here. I've only got myself to blame and I'm really pissed off with it, but I'm going to let it go for a bit. But then I reckon in an hour it'll be on my head and then I'll remember that it is there and I'll get annoyed with it again.
That's a brilliant anecdote.
But one day it will go away because it will die. So
That's a perfect comparison.
Yeah. So what I would say is, I grew up with Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Big Red Car, and a lot of people have grown up with Hot Cross Buns, all those sorts of things on recorder. And you have to, as a child, you have to go through all these weird songs, and as an adult, you probably are going to get annoyed with it. So I appreciate it, but I also hate it. So I'm I'm in the middle of the fence. I'm 5.
Fair enough. I think, you're at a very different point in your life than the two of us here.
Yeah.
And a different relationship.
I don't have to listen to it if I don't want to because I don't have a child. But if it comes on, I'm like, you know what? Some people, have kids. They'll listen to it, and that's that.
In what context, Zev, would it come on in your life?
It's true.
Fucking tonight.
One of those songs where you hear the first part and you go, my mind can fill in the blanks here. I don't need to listen to the rest of it. But
I like how they go to a 7th.
there's a nice little E minor in there too, if we're getting...
Yeah.
It's
there's
like
a couple
it's
of
just
little tricks. Yeah.
It's one step away from dumb 1-4-5 chord progression, but that's a different podcast. So I'm also going to give this a 6 because it doesn't drive me batty. I can listen to it as many times as I need to in a day, but I will never ever put it on for pleasure. Baby Despacito though, that'll be coming back to. So. All right, Andrew, can you please plug yourself here and tell us where the listeners can find you?
Oh, who knows? Who knows, right? Look, I tweet sometimes. I'm touring. If you're keen, and where I unleash a lot about the joys of parenthood. I'm touring a little musical show, where because I'm the sort of musical guy, I guess, from my comedy group, and I even used to be in a band before that.
What was the band? Tell me more.
Yeah, we never got anywhere, and I discovered that the audience would only listen if I told a few jokes in the songs, and we had quite a lot of jokes in our songs because Tom Gleeson was also in the band, and so we had a natural leaning towards trying to amuse the audience, and it was a band called the Fantastic Leslie. We reunited once on a TV show called Good News Week that ran a few years back. But no, anyway, so yeah, I'm doing a new comedy show, taking it around Australia. If you live in Adelaide, then you missed the show. But the other state capitals are coming up. And
Canberra? Are you coming to Canberra?
I'm hoping so. That's not announced yet, Zev. But
well, that's where I am. So if you're coming through town, come for a beer, and I'll come to your show.
Yeah, I'll fling you a ticket. I'd love you to come to the show. I'm hoping to book in the Canberra one. Yeah. But getting geeing up for the Melbourne at the Forum next, which is a beautiful venue. So even if you hate the show, you should just come to the Forum because it's just got the most crazy.
The Forum is gorgeous.
Oh, it's got gargoyles and all sorts of things.
It's a very Renaissance building for Melbourne, isn't it?
I know old guys from the Muppet Show.
It's got them. It's got them.
It's got some doors and a stage.
Are you coming to Wollongong, Andrew? I'd like to know.
I don't know. Not yet. It's not booked in. It's not booked in for Wollongong yet, but I'm hoping to down the track.
I'll be there.
That always means no.
Do you think that means no? I don't know. I'd love to bring it to Wollongong. Definitely Sydney in May. Definitely Sydney.
Yes,
yeah.
Lovely.
And it's got a lot of piano and guitar in this show. Because I want to do more of that.
Do you do your old hits? Do you do
No, I did last tour. Last tour, I did one or two. There is one, yes. When you say hits, there's no plural hits for me. There's only one song I think that I ever did that was popular, which was the Eulogy song, which is a song about that thing that happens when somebody dies and everyone raves about them. Yeah, and everybody says, oh, they were great, even if they were actually a prick. And, so sort of dug up some examples of some famous pricks who've died. And when I did that song on TV but it was quite a long time ago. So
You
I
can
feel
still
like
find it
now
on YouTube though. It's one of those.
it's
ones
on
that,
YouTube.
like,
It's
I
on
think you
YouTube.
live-
Oh, it's great.
I've
It's one of
updated
my
it. I've
favourites.
updated it with all the newest pricks who've died.
Oh, there's a new version. Okay, I'll be
So
checking it out
yeah.
straight away.
So I'm pulling out the 2022 version of the eulogy song at my
Beautiful.
at
You
my
should be adding the
stage.
Queen to that real soon. We've been talking about that lately.
Oh dear, I hope not. She'll go for another 30 or 40 years, I reckon.
I like the idea.
30 or 40 days, and then she'll call it.
Minutes. I mean, maybe
She's 95 now, and I reckon
that's nothing.
it's funny that she writes letters to people who turn 100, and soon, if she survives, she'll start writing letters to people who are younger than her. That tickles me. That's a very funny idea.
That is a funny idea. So, hello, young fellow.
Yeah,
I
I
hear you
remember
turned
my
100.
100th birthday.
Well done. If you keep going, you might achieve as much as me when one day.
I lasted longer than Bradman could last at the crease.
All right, thanks heaps, Andrew. Do you reckon you'll come back and do another song with us sometime?
Oh man, I'd love to do another song. I mean, look, if you have, especially if we can find another really irritating children's song, Ryan, that'd be
there's
that'd be
plenty.
brilliant.
There's plenty.
What else do they listen to that's very annoying?
My
what about
favorite.
Toot Chugga
There's a really shit one by a really odd, very average drummer. It's called Octopus's Garden. I don't know if you've heard
that's
it. But,
rough.
I try and sing that one to my bub all the time. He's not into that one. Sorry, he does like the Yellow Submarine though, so I'm winning a
Does
little
he?
bit. Mm.
Does he?
baby steps.
Most songs from the late 60s do sound like children's songs. They're very indistinguishable. Psychedelia.
Except for Piper at the Gates of Dawn.
But yes, absolutely. All those
Bike.
Sid Barrett songs.
That's a good children's song. I'll
It's
put
all
it on
like,
Bike
you know,
next
yeah.
time and see if he likes that one.
It's all
I've
sort of,
got
yeah,
a
there's a
bike,
giraffe
you
with
can ride
4 necks wandering through my yard. That's early Pink Floyd, really, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, thanks, Andrew. We'll see you next time. Thank you very much for coming on.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And for everyone else listening, go and get fucked.
See you.
Yep, fuck off.
Hi everyone, it's Dan here from 1001 Songs That Make You Want to Die. I'm here today to let you know that our podcast is now available on Patreon. That's right, for as little as $2 a month, you can now support this podcast rather than listen to it for free, effectively stealing the food out of the mouths of our starving children. There's one of them now. So why not join us on Patreon? You get bonus stuff each month, and you can even be a guest on the podcast if you want. Now, doesn't that sound better than making our poor children starve? Oh, kids are great, aren't they? Anyway, on with today's episode.